Firefighters on the Elk Fire are going on the offensive, implementing strategic firing operations along the southern edge of the fire. We are here right now with Scott Nielsen. Scott is a Division Supervisor and you've overseen today's firing activities. Can you give me an update on how it's gone and where we stand at this hour?
Today went really good. We used hand ignitions with hotshot crews and contract crews used with the support of dozers, engines, fire engines, heavy equipment, other equipment, using IR flights to monitor behind, and we were able to put some black line ahead of the elk fire to help protect the Goose Creek Watershed and the Goose Creek water intake and water treatment plant for the city of Sheridan. So from this point, we're going to continue working to the south with these indirect tactics, using black line, dozer, hand crews, hand ignitions, and working towards red grade road in the future.
Can you explain what black line is and the whole idea behind it?
So we've learned in this fire that we got to be pretty proactive in getting ahead of the fire. With the winds at night and the fire behavior we're seeing, we haven't been successful in the timber. So we're building blocks of black line ahead of the fire. So we're putting burned grass outside of the timber. That way, when the fire comes on its own out of the timber, where we haven't been necessarily successful in catching in the past, it'll now hit the black that we have created, lose intensity, and hopefully not continue to the east. This will definitely make it more defendable. It allows us to be more proactive ahead of the fire, so we're trying to get as far ahead of the fire as possible and protect communities and the watershed.
You use drones, UAS, as well as hand ignitions and helicopter.
Yep, so we've used drones with that can do aerial firing, they can do IR, they can do photography. Helicopter can do aerial firing with PSD, little ping pong balls that light on fire when they hit the ground. And then our air attack platform, a couple of them also have infrared capabilities, so we can do real-time mapping and monitoring as we build black line to make sure that we're not getting anything out of control and that we know where all of our fire is at all times. Today, to bring this fire down to the meadow where we're standing, took probably about 100 firefighters and another close to 100 to support the operation as we continue to do structural protection around the water treatment plant, the water intake, and the residents around the Big Goose Watershed. So everything will be followed up 24/7 with night shift crews, fire crews in the daytime, using the same, just people walking, patrolling, using the drones for infrared imaging, looking at imagery from the drone aircraft. That's really going to help us be able to continue working towards the south with the limited amount of people we have.
Okay. And as far as working to the south, do you have a particular goal in mind, or is it just to stay ahead of the fire?
Our current goal is to stay ahead of the fire. We want to make sure that we're ahead of the fire. That way, if we get these what have become frequent down-king and warm winds at night when the cold fronts pass, we want to be ahead of the fire. So if it does happen again, that fire hits our black line and poses little to no threat to the east.